Okay, we ready?
Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We are back in Middle Earth, and last time Miss Medrielle helped those silly men at the Rohirrim camp, rescuing them from their own folly. But now she has been asked to go to talk to some visitors. So we're going to head out that way and see who these visitors are and what they want. The Rohirrim seem to think this was very important. So, of course, we're going to do it. Let's see if we can dodge some things along the way, right? And... oh dear! Our visitor is none other than great eagles. Hello?
A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
My name is Landroval, and I am brother to the Wind Lord Rohirrim. I have observed some of your deeds in these lands, and I believe that you may be capable of helping me with my task. Oh, and it's also unusual friends, okay. Greetings, little high elf. You would be wise to use caution in these lands, for you are bound to the earth, and many dangerous beings crawl, eager to do you harm. Indeed, some of these foes arm their weapons skyward, intending to do harm to my kind as well. Well, Bingo, what do you think of this?
I never expected to see one of the great eagles. What an honor!
Have you ever seen such majesty before? And he can speak. Bingo stammers with excitement. Do you think he will give me an interview for my book? I would not even know what to ask him, but I have to think of something. Oh, I'm so nervous. I hope I do not embarrass myself. He seems so wise and well-spoken, and I'm just a small hobbit from the Shire and feel smaller than usual.
We should give Bingo some time to speak with Landroval.
I take it Bingo has never seen one of the great eagles before. I remember when Grimbjorn first took me to see them. I was just a cub and was quite overwhelmed by the experience. Minoldor was the name of the eagle I met, and he towered above me. I cannot begin to guess at his true size, but in my memory he seemed as big as a house. I wonder what became of him. We should give Bingo some time to speak with Landroval. After all, if we were to take him away now, he would be able to think of nothing else. Let's defeat some of the venomous spiders that stalk among the Wailing Hills and collect their venom sac. That way we will be giving Bingo some time to speak with the eagle, and we will be combating a threat at the same time. And I believe Landroval wanted to speak to us again, so...
This location must remain secure.
I traveled into these lands with my companion, Minoldor, and we had agreed to meet here. We have been tracking a shadowy, slinking creature out of Moria, at the behest of Rohirrim, but we lost him among the mountain caves. We agreed to search independently for a time, but to reunite at this location. As we speak, spiders and orcs creep ever closer to discovering this clearing and placing us in great danger. Please defeat any nearby enemies which may threaten this hidden veil. Okay, kill spiders, kill orcs. Sounds good to me. I ain't plenty of art. Ah! That spider was hanging out sideways. That's funny. Kind of surprised the spiders and orcs are hanging out here together so casually. Pretty sure the spiders don't care what they eat, so the orcs would be on the menu. And I'm pretty sure the orcs don't care what they eat, so spiders may very well be on the menu. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be going in there at some point. Venom Bite Cave. So we'll skip going in there just yet. What do we need? 2 more spiders, that's it. Well, we got one. 1 more spider. And that's it. So we head back. Talk to Landroval. And talk to Langhair. I think that's how you say her name. Oh, excuse me? I don't think so. Not today. First I'll talk to the lady.
Do you think Bingo is done speaking with Landroval yet?
That was good work against the spiders, Medrielle. Do you think Bingo is done speaking with Landroval yet?
We had a lovely conversation, but I have learned something troubling.
Medrielle, I've had a lovely conversation with Landroval, but I've learned something most troubling, and it has brought our chat to an end. He is quite a delightful fellow, if you ask this hobbit, and his patience with my questions was really quite extraordinary. I asked him some details concerning what it must be like to fly, and he was very good-natured with his responses. In fact, he launched directly into the air and flew a brief circuit over the hills to demonstrate his form to me, and it was really something. But when he returned to Earth, he told me he saw something troubling, a cluster of brightly colored tents and canopies clustered in the Brown Land. Enemies are massing along the river, and they will surely attack them in a Stangard. We have to warn them.
I see that you have dealt with the threats.
I see that you have dealt with the threat. You have my thanks. It is important that my presence here remain a secret, so as not to draw the unwanted attention of our enemies.
I have found no trace of the creature we were tracking.
I found no trace of the creature we were tracking. Our eyes could still follow him through the shadows, but we cannot see into the depths of every crag and cave in these hills, and we may have lost his trail. If the creature came this way, it is possible he may have succumbed to the large spiders that dwell in these parts. Would you search some of the spider cocoons for the creature? If you find him, do not harm him. Simply return to me with news. So we're looking for a strange creature that he is tracking. What you want to bet they're looking for Golem? Venom sacks, huh? Or I see no venom up unless that's them on the ground. Webbed cocoon. Contains no evidence. No evidence. Still batting 0. Oh. Okay, we can't go through the spider webs. Although that would be like the simplest thing in the world, right? Break through them. Nothing there. Nothing there. That the only spot they're at. Yeah, that little tiny spot. We're searching this little tiny spot here. Nothing there. Nothing there. And it says talk to Landroval about what you have found, which is absolutely Jack and Diddley. And you, again. Well. Landroval's stretching his wings over there.
It is as I feared. We have lost the trail.
I shall take the news to Rohirrim. Perhaps we will be able to track our target again with his help. Nevertheless, it is worth knowing that his path did not end in the fangs of a spider. Your help has been most appreciated. And with that done, I thought for sure we ended up with another quest. Holy smokes, we're full up. Okay. Did not see any quest items in the bag. Oh, well, how can I see anything with all this? You found the broken off giant fang of a reminder of the great battle you did with the ancient rockworm. You should bring the trophy to Sabert and show him how large the worms were beginning to grow. Well, that's not here, but we might as well go ahead and do that while we're standing here. Maybe not be standing right here looking at our bags right in front of the enemy, right? Now, we saw a cave when we were exploring. Because, of course, we gotta go check it out. Big giant spider cave? Yeah. I do not have the corresponding quest. For real. So I can't go in there. You stinkers. Oh well, I guess we're not going to go in there. We need to go talk to Sabert in Stangard. Back to Stangard we go, I guess. Since we have been denied access to the cave. We can get a really good look at the statues from here. At least we can see one of them. Ooh. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Ooh. Okay. We just took a flying leap for real, a flying leap. I don't know if a regular steed would have survived that. The war steed's probably going to be pretty ticked at me, though. Like, lady, can you watch where you're going? Alright, we'll take the back entrance in. And forever we're back at Stangard, right? It's like, you think you're done, and then you're not done. I think we'll go ahead and get off our horse now. Are you Sabert? You are. We'll start with giving him over the fang.
Our mission is dire.
Sabert gives a long whistle as you hand him the fang of the ancient rockworm. That is a fine trophy, Medrielle. You must have had quite a fight on your hands as you wrestled with this one. It is lucky this tooth did not pierce your armor before you broke it loose from its owner. Hello, random person. I hope you're having fun.
Our mission is dire.
You again. Was I not clear enough the first time? Sabert listens impatiently as you tell him what Landroval saw from high above, an army of foes gathering in the Brownland. Eagles? Skin-changing bear folk? Nosy halflings, far from home? You keep odd company, Medrielle, and there is no need for you to bring them here. The men of Stangard will face whatever foe tomorrow brings. Good day to you, and may it bring you and your peculiar friends elsewhere. But he was very happy to see that, wow. Talk about a change of tune.
He doesn't believe us. We will have to do something about it ourselves.
This is terrible, Medrielle. He doesn't believe us. The Arnings and Eagles give the warning, and Rohirrim ignore it. The enemies are massing at their doorstep. We will have to do something about this ourselves.
The men of Stangard will not listen to our warning.
The men of Stangard will not listen to our warning that an army gathers on their doorstep. Either they do not believe us, or they think they have the strength to survive this threat. I do not know if that is the case, Medrielle. From Landroval's description, it sounds as if the army encamped in the Brownlands is a large one. We should see what we can do about it. You may not have realized it, but when we went to Mirkwood with the Golden Host, I learned a thing or two about what it takes to prepare an army on the march. I may be able to apply that knowledge to the army in the Brownlands. You tell Bingo that he seemed more preoccupied with his stomach during your sojourn into Mirkwood. Well, appearances can be deceiving, can't they? Anyway, I heard from Crustadier that armies march on their stomachs. I was simply corroborating that with my personal experience to the Brownland. Need to talk to Kardec. I do believe it's actually near where we need to go. And this time we're just going to take our regular horse. No more flying over cliffs. I'm still kind of amazed that on one hand, Sabert's all happy-go-lucky when I show him that too. And then he's very dismissive when I tell him that they have problems. It's a very, very lovely, very, very wild land. Whoa, I've been turning all this down, forgetting that Miss Medrielle actually gathers ore. I also forgot to stop at a vendor, so our bags are still way full. I doubt there's a vendor where we're going. I guess we'll find out in a moment, because there it is. Will be outpost here. I don't think we can enter from the back. No, we can't. But we can enter here. And there are vendors here. Woohoo!
It is wise for wanderers to equip themselves well.
Alright, so that is done. Let us grab the stable.
Your aid is welcome.
And talk to this gentleman here.
Horn gave you a map. Let me see it.
You are ways from home, Medrielle. The field of Celebrant was the site of a great battle 500 years ago, where my ancestors rode to the aid of the Steward of Gondor against an invading Easterling tribe. Ah, you have met Horn. You must already know this battle then. He's a young man, but he has an old man's fascination with history, and is perhaps too keen to speak of the past to anyone who will listen. He said too much to Theoden King, they say, and earned himself a place here at the garrison. I have been here much longer than Horn, I regret to say, and me with 3 daughters left behind in Rohan. It has been too long since I could send word to them. My wife worries. She always has. I wish I was there to console her. She worries, you know. Oh, I'm sorry. You're not interested in my own travails. Horn gave you a map. Let me see it. Yes, I've already sifted through most of these locations. Let me mark these 3 for you. Examine these sites, and perhaps you will find something of use to us. I mean, if I'm heading into Rohan, I could send your wife a message.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Oh there, have we met before? Your face is familiar. Perhaps I've seen you in Stangard. No matter. Am I to assume you have been sent to find out what is taking us so long? You see, several of our servants have gone missing over the past few weeks while gathering reeds for Stangard. None have returned. I was sent myself to watch over a pheasant today to make sure we do not have any more problems. The man I escorted is taking longer than expected. I had to return here to attend some personal matters after bringing him to the river's shore. Go search for him. He had better have a good reason for working so slowly. Oh, I'm guessing he probably does. Okay. Search for the missing Rohirrim servant. Start with that. That's pretty easy. Okay, you sent him into a den of wolves. Or you die. The man probably doesn't stand a chance. Like they were eating another wolf there. Well, that's kind of disgusting. They're so hungry, they're cannibalizing their own. Oh, a random person. It looks like you're doing some of the same stuff. Well, that was handy. I took care of a few at once. Mangled Rohirrim. You found what remains of the servant. Like I said, probably wasn't a good idea to take him out here and to leave him alone. You had to go through all these wolves to get here. Did you think that perhaps the guard was necessary? Oh, he has a very good reason for being late.
What brings you to these lands?
Dead at the maws of wolves. They have never been this hostile towards our men. You have my thanks for finding him, despite the circumstances. I will send word to Stangard explaining the situation. I suppose I will need to keep a closer watch on these peasants from now on.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
I know not why these wolves have taken to preying on our men, but it must be stopped. Everyone must be kept safe, and more importantly, I cannot return to Stangard with more blood on my hands. Their den is in the east along the shore of the great river. May fortune be with you. I desire not to explain another loss.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Well, Medrielle, this is a bad sign. The wolves should not be acting this way towards our men. I have noticed that there have been far fewer creatures on the field as of late. I do not know why these beasts have suddenly deserted their homes, but surely something is wrong. Humor me. Search outside the wolf den to see if you can find any beast or evidence of what is going on. Anybody else want to hit me up with a quest? Yes, no, maybe. I think that's a no. Okay, so we get to hunt some wolves, scout for some other creatures, and look around at some ruins. But of course, we will do that next time. Until then, bye for now.